Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Brad McCoy Show, a review of Charles Henderson High School football and Coach big 17-7 victory over Carroll High of Ozark, a team that had only lost twice in the last 36 or 37 regular season games.
They've won a bunch over the last couple of years, and after last year's loss 10-3, I think our boys and our staff have been thinking about this football game for about 364 days leading up to it, and and our team came out and played really good. We won the turnover battle and came out on top.
Well, I tell you what, I mentioned it. Of course, we did the game live, and people saw us from all over the country. We had call-ins. One came all the way from South Carolina, which was my brother, watching the game in Charleston. And I had comment. They'd never seen a team swarm tacklers. There were 3 or 4 orange or blue helmets on the ball almost every down.
Yeah, well, defensive football is about, of course, getting lined up first, tackling and taking the ball away. And, we work on it every day, and our guys won the line of scrimmage, which is one of our biggest goals we've got every week. You got to control the line, and, our D-line did an excellent job. Our linebackers got everybody lined up, and our secondary fit the way they were supposed to. Carroll's not a team that threw the ball very much at all.
They don't throw it much.
But they've been winning all these ball games.
I bet they practiced throwing a little bit this week because, they can't run into a team like you and be one-dimensional like that and win. And
any team that's one-dimensional, either throwing or running.
It's called gang tackling, ladies and gentlemen, and that means not just one guy. And, of course, they have a great tailback. They've got a big offensive line. Most of the time they ran behind a 290 guy and a 320 guy. He ran behind him. They ran behind him probably 75% of the time. Yeah. And your group, your front, was able to hold them up. And Northcutt probably had the best game of his career.
Yeah, it's that defensive front's anchored by 4 sophomores, Mike. And I don't know if everybody realizes that, but we've got a.
I know Northcutt is a sophomore.
He's one of them, and he's that whole group of 10th graders. Whether it be defense or offense, and a lot of them play in the kicking game too. Is something that we're excited about, and I know we've taken some on the chin this year, but they continue to practice the right way and practice hard, and and finally we got a win the other night, and that was big for their confidence.
And of course, you started out offensively. We're going to show the film in just a few moments, but and just looked like you out to practice early. Everything was working, and did you realize that you could run against them like you did and throw it? I thought you should have actually thrown the ball more than you did because they were giving you the pass.
Well, Puka was 15 of 24 for 191 yards and a touchdown. And, this was only his second game that he started. We made a quarterback change 2 weeks ago and moving DQ Tony back to wide receiver. And we knew Puka was going to be a little rusty. He had got some playing time, in the initial 5 games. But, I think he came into his own the other night, was seeing receivers open, throwing them open. And, offensive line did an excellent job of protection, which we've done a pretty good job of all year, but he was making the throws.
Something that I didn't realize until actually in the game, I know Cole Coppage didn't play. You had
Chance Pollard.
Chance Pollard didn't play. You had 5 starters out.
Yeah, and we've been this past week after that game at Greenville, we came up banged up. Greenville's a great football team, and they've only lost 1 ball game this year, but we came away from that game, with a few injuries that those guys could not play the following week, and hopefully we'll get all of them back this week.
Yeah, and of course these young players just took it on their own. I couldn't help but be just excited about the way your outside linebacker, number 8.
J.B. Sanders.
J.B. Sanders. And look here, this guy bringing me coffee here.
Ain't he a good man, too?
I know it.
Looking after you.
It's going to get cold in the morning, Coach.
Yeah, that's right.
But Sanders, Coach, is he a junior or a senior?
He's a sophomore.
Oh,
He's another sophomore.
Coach, he had to have made 8 to 10 tackles.
Well, he had 10 solos and 8 assists. So
he made 18 tackles. He was in on 18, and he was all over the field.
Yeah.
You call that something that you don't hear every day, but when I was growing up, you heard it every day. he has instinct.
He does.
He knows where the football is. He has a nose for the football. Is that right?
JB's a hard worker. He is an instinctive football player, football savvy. We use that phrase a lot, with some of these guys. And JB is a guy that I'm telling you, you know what you're going to get every day.
Yeah. How big is he, Coach?
JB right now is probably 5'10", 180 pounds.
No, so weight 180. Yeah, okay. So he built pretty good.
No, he's built good. He's going to carry plenty of weight as he gets older.
But you agree with me? He has instinct. I mean, some people have instinct and some don't. The great linebackers have instinct.
Yeah, and JB's been we've moved him around from rover to, from free safety to rover to outside linebacker, and he's done a little bit of it all. And he could play offense if we needed him to.
Coach, put on that hat right there for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy. And, of course, that's a patriotic hat. And, of course, you go by and see them today, they'll give you one of these nice hats.
Can I just have this one?
You sure can. You've been good about giving me a hat over the years.
I thought I always had.
And of course, we appreciate Pike County Ford for being such a strong supporter of local sports and Charles Henderson High School. And also I want to mention my good friend at Trojan Auto Parts on South Frontage Street, my good friend Mike Hillcrease. And Coach, did you feel like, or did you know going into the game that you were going to be, your team, first of all, your team's going to play like this, but have the early success, especially running the football and throwing the football?
Well, that's one of the things we've been lacking. Now,
you had balance, didn't you?
Did I know that the players were going to play hard? Absolutely. I've not questioned that about any of our football teams, and this team is no exception. These guys, they want to be successful. They get along. They're a good football team. They got good character, and they work hard. And it was just a matter of time before all that stuff came together and paid off.
Well, I tell you what, let's get into the film and of course it was a great night for football at Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, and I want to thank Coach Carlee. Devin Carlee is one of our assistant coaches, coaches defensive backs. He put together these the highlight videos for us and does an excellent job. We've got some young student videographers that do an awesome job, and they really take a lot of pride in what they're doing. But
this is early in the game.
Yeah, and
great
again,
play call here, Coach.
Yeah, Jonathan Carter out in the flat, and that's one of our empty concepts where he releases.
He played a lot and played well, didn't he?
Well, again, Jonathan Carter's another sophomore. We're starting a sophomore at running back, starting 4 sophomore D linemen. We got 2 sophomore offensive linemen.
This is an instant replay on that pass. We saw in this great camera work. We saw both
sideline and end zone. Yep, we shoot 2 angles during these games.
And Coach, I just could not say enough about Puka Jones. I mean, he looked like a veteran player out there.
Well, it's been 2 years since he's played football, and we finally got him back out, and we're so proud we have. This is a touchdown right here. Nice zone play.
Yeah, what a block there, Coach.
Yeah, receivers blocking down the field.
Yeah. And that was a big play. And we're going to see it again, Coach.
Yeah, you see
it.
This
is a great. This is high school football, and you can see this. Look at this block right here. Yeah. Now watch here. This block right here. Yeah.
Jackson Giles, he's done a really good job for us. Very proud of Jackson. He was Player of the Week last week.
And who was that scored?
Jonathan Carter, sophomore. We moved him from safety to running back.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, we've been trying to figure out, where they fit the most. And you can see the D lineman really controlling the line of scrimmage right there, and linebackers coming up and fitting. That's Camden Conan and Javontrez Allen in the middle.
And Camden had a good ball game too, didn't he, Coach? Did he make a line tackle?
He did. Yeah. Javontrez Allen, number 19, got picked for the Alabama-Mississippi game.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so we're excited about
he's the defensive end over there?
He's a linebacker, the will linebacker.
And here's their quarterback, and you can see their offensive line. They line up, Coach, as straight as anybody you'll see anywhere.
Yeah.
But look at the game tackling. Look at the heads.
That's right.
Watch this film and see how many heads are on the football.
I don't know our senior, we got 4 seniors on the offensive line. 2 of them start and 2 of them are subs and fill in. There's Puka Jones on a run. Will Reeves and Zach Jones, Grant Baker and Jay Hill. Sam Knox is a junior right there at center, left-handed center.
And Coach, and he does a great job, doesn't he?
He does a good job.
Coach, he's a natural there, don't you think?
Ryan Barnes and Xavion Caffey are 2 sophomores at guards. And here's Puka on a rollout. Nice pitch and catch to
Yeah,
DQ
Coach,
Tony.
he looked like he'd been playing that position all his life. Look at this right here.
Yeah, nice throw.
And great route by your receivers.
DQ
I thought your
Tony.
receivers ran real good routes.
Yeah, Sean McKinney, the one on the right over here.
And watch this touch. Is this the touchdown, Coach?
I think so.
This is one of the great catches, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see on any football field, pro or high school. I want you to see this catch. You remember one-handed catches?
Well, this is
That's
the
not
incomplete right here. This is not it, but it's the next one we come to. You know, we had seen the secondary, and we line up in a 3-receiver set to try to hollow this free safety right here, and Puka makes the correct read. We just drop it.
Coach Knotts is a natural center. He looks like a natural
good
center.
pass pro. You know, we those linemen have a lot
And
of pride.
he should have had that football, shouldn't
Yeah. And that's a receiver we just moved over from defense
he? All right,
as well
here's
because
the
of his
touchdown.
injuries.
Here's the touchdown. It was a unreal catch.
Yeah, Sean McKinney right here.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Whoa, Coach. Well, that was one of those one-handed catches,
Sure,
wasn't it?
yeah, he's got.
I hope they show it again.
tremendous-
Watch this.
It is. There's the end zone shot. You can see it right here.
Look at that catch.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, and he's a sophomore too, isn't he?
He's a junior.
Junior.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
He
he
came
got-
up hobbled. I tell you, he hurt his knee
I
a
know
little
you
bit.
gave him a big hug, I bet.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Of course, they're running backs as good as they come anyway. But look, can you run when there's
Nope.
6, 7 people on top of you every play?
Coach Baxley and the defensive staff had a really good game plan and did an excellent job. You know, we had just moved Javon Trez to inside because he's one of our best defensive players. And
Some of your defensive people just standing linemen up, Coach, and which I thought was very impressive.
Yeah. Well, you got to use your hands. You know that at the line of scrimmage, and you know you got to be able to fit, play your gap, stay in your gap, get the hill depth, and
Of course,
find
you're
the
up
football.
14-0 still here, and again, Puka Jones is throwing darts.
That's
it looks
right.
like to
And
me.
Robert Grady, he's another sophomore.
Coach, he's going to be a good one too.
Yeah.
He's going to be a big receiver.
Yeah, he is. You can see him crossing the field right here, and he hangs on to it. But
And he's low, isn't he, Coach?
yeah,
I tell you what, Carroll, very good program, very good team, but Charles Simpson just outplayed him in this football game. It was just so evident. And then here he comes
outside.
again,
And
Coach.
again, Jonathan's really come on, and he's seeing
Jonathan
it.
Carter.
Jonathan Carter. Yeah. Big Will Reeves at left tackle. Zach Jones. We got 2 seniors
And
right
we don't
there.
say enough about old Will. He just does his job,
He
doesn't
just does his
Big number
job. Him and
51.
Zach both. Yeah, 51's Will. Zach Jones, 74. I love coaching these guys. They're fun to coach. And
Did you see Reeves turn that guy that time?
yeah.
Oh, man.
Will's got really good feet.
He
and,
caved in that side that time.
Yeah. Yeah, both our tackles, Zach and Will, both do a tremendous job.
You guys have done a great job. This is real good footage, Coach. Again, he can't.
Well, in the first half, I don't believe they made it across the 50.
They had
Good job
two
of
running
Trez,
backs.
Javon Trez, getting through traffic, and Rob Robertson's a senior defensive end, setting the edge right there.
And again, great play. And
Yeah, there's
who's
Trez.
that? Yeah.
You always know Trez because he's always does this after a big play.
Exactly.
Yeah, he plays with a lot of passion.
It was. I know this. It was an excited bunch of kids after the
Yeah.
game. I know that.
Yeah, it was.
Again, another great
Nice
throw
throw,
to,
yeah.
and that was a receiver.
Well, I think Puka trusts his linemen. They do a really good job in pass pro, and
That was number 42, Jackson Giles. Boy,
yeah.
he's really come on as a receiver. Bless his heart, he dropped one late.
It should have been 21-0
Yeah,
at
right,
halftime.
sure should have. And I know
he wishes
hated it.
he wishes he had that one back.
And I think he'll catch. Look at that again. Just wanting anything there. They kept trying to run it over and over and over. Their line's impressive. See how
they're
they
big.
trap blocked that time.
They're big. Yeah, Coach McDonald's done a great job.
Of course, Danny Suber, a good friend of mine. He plays
Yeah,
golf at the Troy
that's
Country
right.
Club every Saturday
Yep.
morning. And he's a good guy. Again,
like him.
just game tackling, Coach. Our guys would not let them do much. Just look at this penetration. And they didn't try any misdirection stuff, Coach. They
No.
just tried to run straight at you.
That's it.
And I reckon he felt
Well,
like they've won a lot of ball
That's
games
right.
that way, you know.
That's how they've had a lot of success. And
The only team that had beaten them so far was Tallahassee, and we play Tallahassee this week. That's another great run by Puka Jones, Coach. Don't you like him?
I do. I like his character. He's a good kid, and he really wanted this job as a starting quarterback. But we wasn't just going to give it to him. He had to earn it, and he
very deceptive speed, Coach.
Yeah.
I mean, he can run, can't he?
Oh yeah.
And that makes him even more tough to stop.
That's it.
And again, they tried to go outside, and there we are, where they're waiting. I believe that was that guy.
That's JB. That's
JB Sanders.
JB on the tackle. Him and Camden Conan.
Yeah, here comes
a dart play right there.
That's right. Almost broke it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
There's another replay on that. Look at that block there, Coach, by Reeves.
That's it.
Boy, when he turns those guys, he just shuts them down, doesn't he?
Yep. Great play by Rob right there, Rob
This
Robertson.
is the deepest penetration that they had made in the ball game so far.
Yeah.
Good football team, well-coached football team, but, boy, they ran into a buzzsaw in Charles Henderson. Who's Big 71, Coach, of that Norcut?
No, that's Jalen Woods.
Boy, he's going to be a good one, too.
He is. All four of them are. Brandon London and Jalen Woods, Caleb Geis, nice screen play right here. See our guard, Xavier Caffey, get on the perimeter. So proud of them.
And who was your receiver?
That's Jonathan Carter on the slip
Carter,
screen.
yeah.
You see him right here running back. He just gets in behind his line.
That was another great call, Coach.
Yep.
Excellent footage. I tell you, this is really great.
The RPO right there, stick right on the backside.
Did you see the release? How he was
well, that's
the
the mesh and you see how quick bad snap on top of that. And that's when you got those overactive linebackers that are playing the run so
Coach,
much.
If it was anything negative at all, there were a lot of high snaps that were not good.
Well, Sam is that's the one thing.
But he's going to be a good one, I know that.
Yeah. We constantly stay on him in practice about those snaps.
Because that takes all your timing off, doesn't it?
It really does. Zach, I mean, we work 4 different guys at center just, for emergency backup plans. But Sam, that's where he fits. Robert Grady again, sophomore.
Again, Puka laid it right in there. Only a junior. What, Coach, 6'3"?
He's about 175, 180.
Yeah. He needs to get a little meat on his bones, don't you think?
He works at Dairy Queen. I don't know when he has time.
Does he really? I'm going to go see him then if he works.
You need to. He makes a really good blizzard. He's made a couple for me.
This is great footage. I've said it for the 14th time. But again, a great catch by Jackson Giles.
Yeah, I mean,
he's an athlete, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Jackson's one of those guys you can always depend on. Sucker's always where he's supposed to be. And Dr. Hicks cheering us on.
Boy, everybody was excited. This was a well played game by Charles Henderson that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, well, we were due. We needed to play a good, complete football game, and again, very proud of our guys.
And Coach, I mean, this kid looks like he's going to just get better and better.
We hope so. We hope so, and that's something to build from.
No question about it. And of course, you win the football game 21-7. They did throw a couple of passes, or 17-7.
Yep.
They did throw a couple of passes late, but it was pretty much y'all in control of the whole ball game.
Right.
That field goal by Geis. And, man, he might be the largest field goal kicker in the country, ladies and gentlemen. He weighs about 300, doesn't he?
He's about 270, 275.
But he's got a great leg, and he believes he's going to kick it, doesn't he?
He does. You can always tell when in games he keeps that head down, and he pushes through that football. And he knew that we needed that field goal to go ahead 2 scores.
Well, I don't know who you gave the game ball to, the offensive line or the defensive line.
Offensive line, all 5 of them got Player of the Week. We give a Player of the Week for each position, but we all 5 of those offensive linemen got it this week. And
then your defensive linemen, if we could name a few, Geis is one of them.
You got Caleb Geis and Jalen Woods. That's 71. Darius Northcutt, 76. Brandon London. 46.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he
Those
played
are
a
the four
lot.
sophomores that that are really good.
And coach, they're sophomores, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna be huge. They're gonna be good. You can anytime you can beat folks up front defensively, you got a chance.
You got a chance.
And your offensive lineman. And I think this young man at center is going to be, looks like he's found a position.
He has, and we've played him at guard.
He looks like a center, doesn't he?
That's where he fits. He does a good job.
And he is number
59.
59,
Yeah,
Sam Knox.
is 59.
And then, of course, Reeves played excellent football. And
we got two sophomores at guards, and Ryan Barnes is a big 6'5", 300-pound guard. You know, we got to work on his feet, but he works hard every day.
Gosh.
But I guess if you're 6'5", 300, you need to work on your feet. But,
well, I tell you what, they really played well. And now we were looking at some things here, Coach. How do we stand here as far as Tallessee is a big game at Tallahassee.
Yeah.
And they're run out of the wing T pretty much, don't they? Are they?
What we call the single wing or Notre Dame box.
Exactly.
They bounce between that and the spread, so they do both, and they shift to both. So it makes it real tough to identify personnel and make sure you get the right look defensively and get lined up correctly. But in the playoff picture, we've got to win one of the next two.
I've got you 2-2 in the region.
Yep.
All right. Now, what have you got to do to make the playoffs?
We've got to win one more. You got to either
more.
beat Tallahassee or Valley. And,
beat Tallahassee or Valley.
If we lose to Tallahassee and beat Valley, then we'll have a three-way tie with Carroll, and then we'll win the head-to-head.
Do we play Valley here?
Yeah.
All right. They wasn't on this schedule here, so
we
that's
got
good.
Tallahassee on the road, and then we got Valley and Baldwin County.
All right, so if you beat one of those teams, we're in the playoffs.
Yep.
And this team, if they play like this, I'm sure you showed them the film over and over. They play like this. They play against a lot of folks.
Well, we believe they can. And
now I know that Carroll was one-dimensional, and of course that makes it a lot different when you actually spread out and so forth. But
well, that's what gives Tallahassee beat Carroll, I believe, 21-17, and I think that's the edge that Tallahassee had, is that they're able to get in the spread, they're able to throw it, and line up and run behind their linemen.
Well, I know. I tell you that was a big win, and I know it was a big weekend for the McCoy family.
Well, that's better than what it has.
To win a game like that, and of course,
my wife got to see me smile. For the first time.
Well, I know it, and of course, now your son is also one of the offensive linemen. Is that right?
Well, yeah, and he broke his right thumb 3 weeks ago, and he had to have surgery. He's got 4 pins in his. Broke the thumb right below here, clean in half, and he had to go to UAB last week.
Oh,
and get 4 pins.
Was it doing football? Or,
it was in a game, and
And of course, do you think you'll have him back? Or
we won't have him back this year, no.
Well,
but he's a sophomore too.
You're right, exactly right, and again, get him well, no question about it. Coach, I want to mention Travis Baxley. He is your defensive coordinator.
He is.
Put together a great plan. Who are some other guys on his staff?
Well, you got Devin Carley, which is the one I told you that helps us with our video each week, coaches defensive backs. You got Canoris Davis, played at Troy, also played, some with New England. Coaches linebackers, Marcus Jones and Eric Roberts, coached the interior D linemen and defensive ends. And we got Julius Terrell. You probably remember JUCO.
Yeah.
He played for Coach Blakeney.
Yeah.
He volunteers and helps us some in the secondary as well.
Well, that's great. That's great. And, of course, big game at Tallahassee. Tallahassee, a beautiful stadium there. I don't know if any town goes in for their football any more than Tallahassee. It reminds me of the old Enterprises and the Elvis and the Ops. And this is a great football tradition at
they've got a player
Tallahassee.
that's big his dad's big in the National Guard. They're parachuting the game ball in.
Oh, they really?
Yeah, so it'll be a neat event.
Okay, and now tell us what your plan will be. Now, we all have what would be your travel plan?
Well, we're going to eat at 2:00. We get the guys out a little bit sooner.
Do you eat at the school, or where do you eat?
We eat at school.
Yeah.
And then we'll come down and we'll get on the road at 4:00. And
y'all going on the big buses?
We'll go on the white buses. Yep.
No, so you're not going to.
No, we won't charter. No. You're talking about the budget they have at Goshen or Pike County or somewhere like that. Not ours. So.
It is expensive, I tell you. No question about it.
It is expensive, and
of course, injury-wise, how did you come out of the game?
Well, we came out of this one fine. We just 2 weeks ago against Greenville, we had some guys banged up, and we hopefully get Chance Pollard back. He's probably our most dynamic offensive player, and we didn't have him, but a lot of guys stepped up. And
well, Puka, he's also a good receiver, isn't he?
Puka don't play wide out now.
I know, but what I'm saying though, Puka with him coming back, it's going to give you another receiver.
It is. Chance plays receiver and running back, but it does give us another weapon at receiver, and just a really good offensive.
Now I noticed that you lost your punter, but I thought Hunter came in and did a good job for you.
Brock did a really good job. He's a senior, and Chris Maxwell, he broke his ankle against Greenville, had to have 2 surgeries.
Oh me.
So I wish him the best. Chris done a great job for us all year.
No question about it. Well, Coach, hey, I hope that you'll come back next week at the same time in the same station.
Mike, win, lose, or draw, I'm going to be back. But I hope we can come back with a win.
Well, I tell you what, again, congratulations on a big win. Final score, Charles Henderson 17, Carroll of Ozark 7. I imagine it stirred a lot of folks up wherever you were, hearing that score, because it was a dominant game, a victory for Charles Henderson over a good Carroll High of Ozark team. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the Brad McCoy Show, a review of Charles Henderson High School football, brought to you by Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy, and they're dealing. They got a big sale going on this week at Pike County Ford, so you need to come out there and giving away television sets, all kinds of prizes. So come out to Pike County Ford this weekend for a chance to win some wonderful prizes and see some great cars and trucks. Hope that you have a great week, and we'll see you again next week at this same time of Trojan football and a review of the Charles Henderson Tallahassee football game. All I got to say now is, go Trojans!
Are you ready?
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Pike County Ford, your hometown dealer, now under new management. To kick off the summer sales event, you pay what we pay. That's right, folks, only at Pike County Ford can you get the same discount as Pike County Ford employees. You pay what we pay. Only at Pike County Ford, your hometown dealer.
Napa know-how.
Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time.
Know-how. Napa know-how.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Goshen High School Football Show. Coach Bart Snyder, Keith Snyder, and I'm Roy Stroud. Tonight we'll be talking about a big region win last Friday night in Calhoun, and Coach, we really needed that after our 3 losses in a row.
Yes, sir, and those 3 losses, need to say, were against some pretty good ball teams right there, but yet still it was great to get a win, and it felt good.
Well, we started out the scoring early in Calhoun with a 6:09 left in the first quarter when Caleb Dawson ran the ball in from 24 yards out. PAT failed, but we led 6-0. Then after a safety, we were up 8-0. And then with 1:29 left in the first quarter, it was a 40-yard pass from Brian Galloway to DeJamarcus Sanford, and the PAT attempt was good, making the score 15-0. And then Raquan Martin scored on a 4-yard run. The PAT once again failed, making the score 21-0. And then a 1-yard run by Martin, and the PAT by Bryce Williams made the score 28-0. And that was all the scoring in the first half. But in the third quarter, with the clock running,
and running during halftime.
Yeah, running during halftime and a lot of other times. But Caleb Dawson scored on a 2-yard run, making the final score 34-0. So a big win, a big region win, and has a lot of playoff ramifications. And congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's the first time I think I've ever been in a ball game where the clock just, I mean, it ran. I bet we didn't play 8 or 10 minutes of the second half as far as play a game goes.
That's right. It was. All right, Keith, you want to bring the statistics to us?
I will, but before we bring the statistics, I'd like to mention the Hurricane Michael Disaster Relief Drive. Troy Cable office will be collecting non-perishable items to take to the disaster victims along the Florida's coast. Many are without basic necessities and could use our help. Example of items being collected but not limited to is bread, peanut butter and jelly, bottled water, juice packs. Non-perishable foods is canned foods with pop-top, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, soap, baby wipes, washcloth, trash bags. Our collection site is Troy on 106 South Brundage Street, and Ozark 1298 Andrews Avenue, and then Enterprise is 106 North Edward Street. And for the stats for our game Friday night against the Calhoun Tigers, first for our rushing, Caleb Dawson was our leading rusher, had 7 carries and 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brian Galloway had 3 carries for 27 yards. Will Snyder had 3 carries for 23 yards. Deshaun Brown had 3 carries for 22. Raquan Martin had 3 carries for 15 and 2 touchdowns. And we had a total for the game of 23 carries and 191 yards and 4 touchdowns. In the passing department, Brian Galloway completed 4 of 6 passes for 75 yards and 1 touchdown. And Will Snyder had 1 attempt and no completion. Receiving, Jamarcus Sanford caught 3 passes for 40 yards and a touchdown, and Mikael Avery had 1 catch for 35 yards. On the defensive side, our leading tackle was Mikael Avery, who had 4 tackles and 2 assists and had a fumble recovery. Caleb Dawson had 3 tackles and 1 assist. Dante Dawson had 3 tackles. Trace Hall had 3 tackles, and Blake Bennett also recovered a fumble.
Well, Coach, your week of preparation before the Calhoun game was like so many more we've had this year. How many days did you get to practice last week?
We probably had at the max about 2 hours. Now we elected in our circumstances at Goshen's a little bit different, but on Monday was a holiday, and you know, I hate to say, but we kind of felt like that the weather didn't know exactly how the weather was going to be, but we felt like we just can't get our kids there when the buses aren't running. They're scattered all across the county. We don't have like 4 or 5 that drive, and parents are working, and we just couldn't get them there. So we gave them Monday off, come back in, and then the weather had made a turn for the worse, and safety things took place, and so we had to be done by 5. And then Wednesday we were out of school as much needed due to the weather. And then Thursday we were told that we had limited time, and that because we had report card day and was not able to practice. And so that gave us our week right there. So we follow the rules and what is expected of us to do, and that's what we're going to do. And that had a lot to do with how we played. We feel like have had a good week so far this week, though.
Well, that's good. Okay, well, let's go to the highlights. The Goshen Eagles and the Calhoun Tigers in Leaderhatchee, Alabama.
It really was a lot different. You know, just guys just have a different mindset. Good run right here by Caleb. Good hustle right here by Blake Sape, as well as Blake Bennett, as he gets there to recover a muff punt. Two guys that we'll have back next year. Tackle right there, I think, is Mikael Avery along with Dante Dawson. Here's a punt return. Brian Galloway makes. He does a good job, gets good vision, good block right there by Mikael. And a good tackle there by their number 25. He's a young guy. Here's Caleb with his touchdown, good vision. Caleb's a pretty good size young man, got good speed. Makes a good run right there. We had a bad snap, which we've been doing real good with that, but good play right here by Caleb Dawson, reading the bootleg, gets out there and makes a good play. Good play right there by Mikael Avery. Only thing he did wrong was not run through. Once he made contact, he just went to his feet, and here they snap it over their head and it goes out the back of the end zone, which we actually get a kickoff return right here on this particular play, but it got called back. Marcus makes a good run, and I think the referee saw right there where the guy slid down and thought that Mikael might have blocked him, but the guy just fell. It wasn't a penalty. They called it on number 1, Mikael Avery, but he didn't touch nobody. And here's Jamarcus making a good run, gets out, and just being a good athlete that he can be. Bryce Williams making that kick through right there. Makes it 15-0. Dante Dawson making a sack. They're number 13, a pretty good athlete right there. Good target to have to throw to. Very good throw and catch right here. Throw by Brian Galloway and completed pass right there to Mikael Avery. Glad to see Mikael making those catches because he's very capable of doing stuff like that. Dakari Pelton gets the ball right here. Good to have Dakari back last week and this week. Dakari's he's got a lot of potential to do some things. And Ryan Galloway makes a good pull and run. Dakari did a good thing there by not blocking the guy in the back. And Raquan Martin gets the ball and takes it in for his first touchdown. That was a pretty interesting play right there. Again, that touchdown was called back by another block in the back. Here's Caleb Dawson. It was what we ran right there, but that was not the play that was called, and he turned and went back the other way. It got some good yardage. Jamarco Harris, a 9th grader right here, shows his ability to bruise people when he runs the football. Be excited to watch him, and the time we like this right here is Raquan comes out, Jamarco's out front there, and that one might have been a block in the back. We talked to him about that, but here goes Tamarcus Shipman right here with a good run. And Raquan no, that was Marcus that got the ball and scored there.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yes,
but then
sir.
I changed it. Final score: Goshen 28, Calhoun nothing. We go to 3-4 overall, an improvement, and 3-2 in the region. So we're still in the hunt, Coach.
Yes, sir, we are, and and that's a good thing. Still depends on what we do. With a big game and all the distractions that come through homecoming. These games right here always make me real nervous about what we do on these games here. Homecoming is a distraction, even though it's a big ball game and it is a region game, and coming out with a win right there helps us hopefully be able to make it to the playoffs. Still have to have some help with us winning against Highland Home the next week. So if we can do that, that definitely gets us in the playoffs for our whatever year. But we all takes care of what we do on Friday night.
Do you pretty much have everybody back now? Or?
Yes, sir, we do. Only one that we don't. Sad thing that happened this week was running a drill. Deshaun Brown, backup running back, been playing a lot of defensive back for us here lately. He broke his collarbone, and so he's going to be out for the remainder part of the year. Super young man, and really has worked real hard. Just really hate that takes place, but that's the really only major injury that we have had all year. I think he has surgery on Tuesday, so we wish he and his family the best. Our prayers and thoughts will be with that family right there, and I hope that Deshaun will, and I know that he will. They'll take care of him, and they'll do a good job.
Okay, before we get into this week, we need to pay some bills, I guess, Keith.
Okay, we have Premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram located on Highway 231 North. The phone number is 403-4811, and you can go on premiercdjr of Troy.com and visit with them on that site. We have Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort that Dr. Steve Byers take care of all your pet needs. They're located on Highway 231 South between Troy and Brundage, and the phone number is 770-1838. Service for your pets include comprehensive exams, surgical procedures, ultrasound, x-rays, dental, hygiene, medicine, prescription diets, and individual suites for boarding facilities. We have Tire Brokers located on Highway 231 North. Their phone number is 770-2715. Tire Brokers staff strives to offer great customer service with a smile, as well as outstanding auto repair service. Not only do they sell tires, but they also offer auto repair services as well as truck accessories. Visit their website at tirebrokers.com. We have Monarchus Mexican Restaurant located on Highway 231 North in Troy. They also have a second location in Luverne. The phone number is 808-9424. They're open daily for lunch and supper. Pike County Ford, located on Highway 231 North. Their phone number is 877-230-6244. Their mission is to provide a first-class car shopping experience with their valued customers. Feel free to browse their new and used inventory on their webpage, PikeCountyFord.net. Preston's Restaurant, 2 locations in Troy on Highway 231 South and in Luverne on Main Street. Their phone numbers are 770-0675, and in Luverne is 335-2400. Preston Restaurant has fun sport themes where they serve delicious steaks, burgers, chicken, salad, and many more items. C&H Auto Sales, located on the corner of 231 North and County Road 1101, right under the overpass on Highway 231, and the phone number is 808-1100. C&H Auto has friendly staff that is always ready to help you find the perfect used automobile. You can browse the inventory online at CanDHAAutosales.com. Goshen Farmers Co-op located near the Goshen High School, and their phone number is 484-3441. They carry feed, seed, fertilizer for all your home, farm, and yard needs. They also have a tire shop that's located there on the premises to take care of your auto needs. And the Half Shell Oyster Bar Grill, located at the Southland Village Shopping Center in Troy. The phone number is 566-1254. The Half Shell has been one of the favorite local spots in Troy since 1992 with fun, laid-back atmosphere. On Wednesday night, they have live music starting around 6:30 p.m.
All right, Coach, before we go into homecoming in this week, let's mention the volleyball team. Coach Amy Warwick, they had a big win last night over Strawn in 3 sets, 25-22, 25-20, and 25-22.
And Monday night, they traveled and played in what they call a tri-match, and they beat Kinston, and who was the other one that they beat? But two ranked teams.
Yeah.
And that shows a lot for what those young ladies and Coach Warwick and her coaching staff has done right there. They've just worked extremely hard all year, keep grinding, keep working, keep doing the little things right. And I enjoyed sitting down with her Tuesday and listening to her talk about some of the things that they did, because Kinston's a real good ball team. And I want Geneva. Geneva's got a real good ball team, and so they did good. And then last night, like you said, playing Strawn, a much larger school, 25-22, 25-20, 25-22 again. That says a lot for what they've done and their 5 seniors that they've got. If you want to mention them, we're very proud of their leadership.
Yep, it was senior night last night. Lydia Harrison, Kate Warwick, Hannah Calhoun, Anastasia Mallard, and Jamaica Berry will be the 5 seniors that will be losing this year, but they're playing their best volleyball right now.
And that's the key to it all right there, and that's what we're hoping that we'll do is, you know, by the time we get to our next season, if we can make it there, is to be our best ball, because we think that we should have had opportunities in each game that we have lost. You know, we played some good teams, and they definitely were better than us, but we felt like if we'd have played what we're capable of doing, things would have been a little bit different.
Well, up next for the volleyball team will be the area tournament, and then postseason.
That's right. Monday night, it goes by fast. I told our seniors, I said, look, I said, you realize this is you only have 2 Wednesday nights left, guaranteed, of your football career.
Yeah.
You got only 2 left.
That's right.
You know, so each click, you know, at the beginning it seemed like forever, but how fast it goes to come to that end.
Okay, this week is homecoming week in Goshen, Alabama. We play host to the Central High School Lions in another region game, and it's one we got to have.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And you know, Central has got a very athletic ball team, very big young men on there. They have a left or a tackle, offensive tackle. He goes either right or left, but he is about 6'4", 6'5", probably 280, 300 pounds, and can move. They got a couple of real fast running backs and receivers that show some great potential right there. We just have to make sure that we play sound football and not make any mistakes to help them see that they could win.
We have a lot of alumni coming in for homecoming, I'm quite sure, so I expect a real big crowd, at least on the Goshen side, and hope everybody will come out to Goshen for homecoming. And I don't have a homecoming schedule. Do you know what some of the events are?
Well, I left my phone. As the homecoming parade, I think, we have an assembly program tomorrow morning, and I think that announces the alumnus of the year as well as the homecoming queen. I think that'll be done probably around 8:30 tomorrow morning. I'm not really sure. I'll try to make sure I get that and call the radio station and let people know if they want to come by for that. The seniors also will do a walk-in that day. Then Friday we have the homecoming parade. I think starts around 1:30, somewhere around in there. Again, that should be on the radio for those who want to apologize for not thinking about that. We'll have a pep rally, which the community-based pep rally, the elementary school, everybody will be there. We bring back to the gym, the new gym at the end of the parade is a real good thing to see. and our girls do a great job along with the band. And then after that, we hope to get focused on our end to help, because we know that the parade will be a success. The naming of the homecoming queen and the alumnus of the year would greatly be a success, and proud of whoever wins those. But the glow-in-the-dark pep rallies tomorrow night at 7. Yes, and that is a great thing to see. It started several years ago. Safety, Dr. Mazzell did a great job in when sitting down and talking about it was real dry one year, and just for safety, you just didn't need to do a bonfire. And so we started this glow-in-the-dark. We were all kind of questioning it, but my hat's off to Coach Katie Scott, which is Nat Pike Live, I think, helping with them out there. But she kind of started that at Goshen, and Coach Thomas and Coach Ballard have done a great job the last several years making sure this looks good, and they do a great job, and proud of that.
Well, if you haven't seen the glow in the dark in person, it's really something to see.
It's great. It really is.
The alumni, I understand they've met this year a few times. Or they're not having the alumni supper, I don't suppose. Do you know?
I haven't heard.
I haven't heard anything about it.
No, they not have it.
It'll be the first time, and I understand it's just kind of difficult to do, and but we're still expecting a great crowd, and would love to have a lot of people out there to watch what we're doing and see the festivities. It's a great day out there at Goshen to be a part and see old friends and family members.
And you've already said you had some good days of practice this week. So.
Really have. This Monday probably was the best practice that we've had all year, and hopefully we wake up. I mean, the talent's there, the potential's there. We tell them all the time, it's like an ink pen. You know, it can lay there on that desk and never be used, but if somebody like Shakespeare or Van Gogh picks it up, a masterpiece can be put into place. And that's what we're looking and waiting to see. If our guys will click, we can do some damage.
Okay, so anybody out there, alumni out there listening, if your class that you graduated ends in an 8, you're being honored this year in Eagle Stadium Friday night, as the Goshen Eagles will play host to the Central High School Lions out of Hayneville, Alabama,
Yes, sir.
excuse me. But we'd like to invite everybody to come on out. And then, you got anything else to add, Keith?
Well, you know, they're really located out at Mossy Road.
Well, that's I believe that is the name of the town, Moses.
I think it's Moses.
Okay.
And Moses, yeah.
Okay. But they're nothing to look over.
No, by no means. They do a good job. Their athletic director, Brian Coleman, is a super good guy. I've known him for the last several years, and he does a great job. So they'll come ready to play, and we definitely got to have ours, and can't afford to be distracted any with these homecoming festivities.
Right. Well, once again, we want to invite everybody out to Eagle Stadium this Friday night. Homecoming at Goshen, and want everybody to fill the stadium. That's going to do it for tonight. We'll see you next week. And go Eagles. Good night, everybody.
Are you ready?
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Pike County Ford, your hometown dealer, now under new management. To kick off the summer sales event, you pay what we pay. That's right, folks, only at Pike County Ford can you get the same discount as Pike County Ford employees. You pay what we pay. Only at Pike County Ford, your hometown dealer.
Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time.
Know-how, Napa know-how.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Are you ready?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pike Liberal Arts Football Review with Coach Gene Allen. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing my red, white, and blue hat to give myself a little color tonight.
You look good.
And of course, Coach introduce or let these young men introduce themselves and tell them who your parents are, what position you play, and what grade you're in.
I'm number 62. I play left guard and DN.
And what's your name, number 62?
Holt Steed.
Holt Steed.
And Kendra and Cliff Steed.
And Coach, aren't you glad you got him out with football? He's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah, we got to get him. Glad he got cleared, and yeah, he's been a big plus for our team this year, and gave us a lot of depth, and we can do a lot of stuff with him.
And who's that young man next to him?
I'm Davis Allen. My parents are Weston K. Allen.
And of course, Davis and Holt both. I watched them help Pike win the state baseball championship, Coach, and that was a lot of fun. And Holt Steed came off the bench and pitched some pretty good baseball, didn't he?
Yeah, both of these are very good baseball players also, so yeah.
Exactly right. And of course, Coach, what we've got tonight, of course, we've got two reviews. One of them is the one over in Greenville when Pike Liberal Arts went over and took care of business against their rival Fort Dale Academy and beat them 45-0. And then to come back the last week right here at Patriot Stadium here in Troy and lost a tough one to Monroe Academy. And we're going to watch the films, Coach, of both those games.
That's good.
And of course, then some of these players during the film maybe can make a comment here or there. Of course, Davis, you're a junior, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And of course, what position they have you playing mostly?
I play wide receiver and cornerback.
All right, I'm going to slide Coach over just a tad to give you a little more breathing room. Now, you don't need to come back over here. There you go. You're great. And, of course, the reason we've got you up here early is because we want to make sure we see all this playback.
Right.
Coach, tell us how those guys played.
Played really well. Both of them had really good years. Hope plays offensive line and defensive line. He plays, defensive tackle and defensive end. Plays them both very well. Davis plays defensive back and receiver, plays running back, one of our returners. Both of them are very versatile and give us a lot of depth in a lot of different positions.
I want to mention our show is brought to you by First National Bank of Troy Brundage, and of course with home headquarters on Main Street in downtown Brundage. I've been around since 1904. There's been a Ramage running that bank. Mr. John Ramage started the bank many years ago in 1904, and there's been a Ramage running that bank ever since, Coach.
It's been a while.
Of course, John Ramage, a strong supporter of Pike Liberal Arts School, and of course does your public address and does a great job. And of course, I know he has been very pleased with the year that you've had. Of course, you went in to the Fort Dale game, and we're going to go to the highlights right now of the Fort Dale game, Coach. And this is a big rival game.
It's a big rival game on the road. It's one You know, I know all them people over at Greenville, so
That's right.
You know, can't afford to lose to them. I have to live with that too much because we go to Greenville.
It's called bragging rights, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And of course, Fort Dale, a traditional team.
Yeah, they're down a little bit this year. This is probably the worst they played in, you know, I know in about 25 years, but you know, we did a really good job
Coach,
covering
I could
kicks
not
there.
help but see that kick. What a kick!
Yeah, Scott Taylor's done a tremendous job
Man.
for us this year. He really has.
He's just a sophomore. He might can kick at the next level one day if he keeps improving.
If he keeps working at it, I don't think there's any doubt. If he keeps, you know, that's good pressure by Holt Steed right there on that play. One of the ones we got here. This is Jade. I think this throw probably goes to Trevor Barron. Yeah, Trevor made a really good play.
Oh, great catch by Trevor.
Made a good adjustment on the ball.
Well, Trevor's also an outstanding baseball player, second baseman for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's Chip Faircloth on this run.
Well, that's number 8 now. That's not Faircloth.
No, that's Chip. That's number 11.
Oh, it is? Okay.
This is Jade running behind Chip. Scoring, I think that one got called back. We got called for a hold down there. It was a little tough, but we're going to end up scoring anyway. That's Chip scoring. Yeah, this was the first game Cody was back after you know, after he'd been hurt, and we only played him. He probably only played 4 or 5 plays the whole game. So trying
Had
to get
that
him
kicker
into it.
again.
Yeah, Scott's been really consistent. I think he's only missed 1 extra point this year. So done a really good job. That's who's that? That you hope? No, that's Scooteroo. Scooteroo made that play.
Their lighting needs to be addressed a little bit, or is that
that's not
foul?
great. That's a good return by Jade right here on this punt. Got us back in scoring range. And this is Jade throwing to Cody. It's one of Cody's few plays for a touchdown.
Well, he didn't play much in this game?
No, you know, like I said, this was the game he came back, so we didn't play him but 4 or 5 plays the whole game. Just trying to get him back used to the game.
Okay.
There's Holt and Scooter again making that play.
Holt Steed, what a game! What a name for a football player and a Bronco rider.
That's right.
Surely he's a rodeo guy, isn't he? Holt Steed.
No, I don't think he does rodeo. We got one that does rodeo now, but I don't think Holt does it. And this is Jade on another punt return.
But I tell you what, when he turns the corner, he can go, and he almost broke that for a touchdown.
He did.
That snapper, these guys got to understand. You got to get that snap down. Look at that
That's
speed
right.
here.
That's Davis right here. That's Davis.
Man, I tell you, I was impressed with the way he
run
run.
by Davis. He finished that one real well. This is Davis scoring right here.
Real good move.
Yeah, Davis is. They both, Chip and Davis, have gave us a lot of good plays. You know, after Cody got hurt, kind of. I don't even think Cody plays that much now.
There's the big boy, 75, right in the middle of that one.
Look
at that snap.
That was Frankie, a 9th grader, that made that play. Scooteroo's going to actually recover this for a touchdown right here.
And he was excited, wasn't he?
He was. It's always good when your D-line can score. It's really good.
Now, what's his real name, Coach?
Jaquavian Johnson.
Now I understand why you call him Scooteroo. Oh, gosh.
I think that was Jaden Jordan.
Well, they're having trouble with their snapper, too. Somebody's wearing that center out. Usually when that happens, you know, when he snaps, somebody's wearing them out.
It was tough. That's Nick O'Brien and Brian Hussey that made that play.
Who you got playing those, giving him fits? Evidently.
Well, we don't play those much. Usually it's just Holt and Scooteroo and Grant Williams.
Great pass by our young quarterback, Coach.
Yeah, that was Drew. He's going to play the rest of the game.
Left-handed, of course.
Threw a little pick right there. Yeah, we threw a little pick.
They got athletes, there's no question. What a tackle.
That's the 9th grader, Frankie Jeffcoat.
Frankie Jeffcoat made a tackle, great tackle.
Yeah, that was Chip and Max and some of them making that play. You got a fumble right there. Did you get that, Dave? No. Chip came up with that fumble. Tried a field goal here. Yeah, we tried it. We want to give Scott Taylor a chance. He was a little bit short.
But that he had it all the way, but a few inches.
Yeah, he can kick it. There's no doubt. We feel pretty comfortable.
That's going to be a great weapon for you for the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. It's good. The good thing about this game is we got to play a lot of young kids early. Yeah. You know.
Now they're usually very competitive every year. I know they're coached real well, and if you don't recruit, and some schools don't recruit, they're gonna have off years, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's Jackson Sin right there. You know, Jackson had a big run a couple weeks ago.
Yes, sir. Glad to see that run.
He plays more receiver for us, but you know, we put him in. Mr. Drew running. Yeah, this was Fort Dale was actually they had a couple of guys suspended this game, a couple of guys hurt, so kind of made it a little bit worse. But
how many tackles is our number 54 made?
He had about 8 or 9. He didn't get to play but about a half, you know. So, you know, we was talking about the other day. He was averaging about 15 a game until the last, you know, 3
who
games.
is this right here, Coach?
That's Jaden Jordan, ninth grader.
Man, he is something now.
Yeah, he ran over and kicked back for the second half. He had a really good game.
Well, he's going to be a good one, isn't he?
He is. He's playing quarterback on the JV, you know, on our JV now since
your JV team's undefeated too.
Yeah, they're undefeated. Got one more game left.
When do they play that game, Coach?
Next Tuesday at home.
Who they play? Do you know?
Lakeside.
All right. Okay.
Play Lakeside. That was tied at Fort ran a guy out of bounds. He just kind of felt sorry for the quarterback. To be honest with you, he had a rough night. That was Zane Shaver, one of our seniors, that made a play.
Well, that was a big tackle.
Yeah, it's good when you got. The thing we've done better than anything is we get a lot of people to the ball, which we work on a lot.
You're exactly right.
That's Jaden, you know, ninth grader running the ball again. And Drew kept this one.
Oh, Drew's got quickness, doesn't he?
Yeah, you better learn how to tuck that ball
though. Good, they run him out of bounds, but good run.
Yeah, he did. It was a good play for us.
I bet he'll run that option real well.
That's Jaden scoring, you know, little ninth grader scoring right there.
Now Drew could be playing on that ninth grade team, but
he could have. Yeah, we put him up on the varsity full time.
Yeah.
So,
but that's
we ended up being 49-0. Oh yeah. So that game ended 49-0. That was a big, you know, like I said, big rival win
over Fort Dale, and I'll tell you, Fort Dale's a tradition-rich school, no question about it.
It is. It's one of the top 4 private schools in the state, you know, student-wise. You know, they've got over 500 some kids in the school, so pretty big school.
Of course, now these two guys both played in this ball game, and did you enjoy the big bus ride home?
Yes, sir.
It's always fun when you win, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
First of all, you know, your parents fed these kids, and they got on the bus and came home. Is that right?
Our parents do a great job of providing, you know, something for us to eat after the game and all that. But you ain't got to worry about all that. But yeah, the bus ride's always fun after you win.
Yeah, no question about it. All right, we're going to go right into the next game, and this was last week's tough one against Monroe Academy.
Yeah, it was a physical. We knew it was going to be physical.
I love your helmet, Coach. I tell you,
it was good.
Well, y'all had a great turnout too, didn't you?
We had a great crowd. We had a lot of great support. We've had great support all year. You know, our student section has been phenomenal. You know, we got to keep that up the rest of the year. You know, like I said, Monroe. You know, we kind of fumbled around the opening kick, but wasn't very good. But you know, Monroe's got a good football program. You know, I guess that's 22 straight wins for them. And we knew it was going to be tough.
Are they the defending state champion?
They are.
Yes.
They are. And you know, hopefully, you know, we had some opportunities. You know, they got it. We were 3 and out right here, but you know, Tristan had a good punt. They fumbled the punt, and we're going to come up with it right here and give us, you know, good field position. And you know, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot the first half. Obviously, you know, I'm sure everybody's talked about, and because we really thought, you know, had a good chance to win.
Oh, that was a real good throwing catch.
Good throwing catch. That's Tristan. Tristan had 2 really good catches. And
who's that now?
Tristan Carter. Really good play. Jade had several good throws. But you know, we're getting down here now where we feel comfortable with, you know, Scott, you know, kicking a field goal. But you know, we had
bad snap, man.
Well, and that's the first one we've had all year, really. We got the ball, but it kind of took us out of field goal range. You know, we ended up punting again. But our punt team did a great job. You know, balling them up down here. And, you know, like I said, we felt good defensively. We've been playing great all year, and you know, they did another great job. You know, first half especially. You know, doing some
good game tackling.
Yeah, got a lot of people to the ball, and you know, now Max ended up. I think he ended up with about 12 or 15 tackles this game, and you know, had a lot of plays. You know, we kind of let them. They kind of got out and got the first down there, but then we're going to step up and get the ball back. So,
So early it was a standstill, wasn't it?
It was. It was one of them physical slugfests. We knew it was going to be, you know, a tough game. And Davis right here is going to get an interception right here. Got a pick right here to stop this drive, and had a good little return.
That was a big one for him.
That's a big play. Just a replay, I think. We like to watch that, though.
In fact, he came within a hair breaking it for a touchdown, didn't he?
He did. He did. He did. Wish he had a.
Boy, that snap
was a little high too. Now Cody made a, you know, Cody's back here running the ball now, and you know, had a good run there. Jay's going. This is another throw to Tristan.
Boy, another great catch.
Yeah, he made a really good play right there.
Is he a senior coach?
He is. He's a senior. Tristan's a very good athlete. Good to get him out there. And this is Jade. You know, another pretty good run right here, following Holt over here. So you know we're getting it down there again, and we
another bad snap.
Kind of shot ourselves in the foot again there. Yeah, you know they did have a nose in there, and it's probably the first time all year I think we've really seen one, and yeah, you know, and like I say, they're really strong up front. They're good up front.
A good nose tackle can make that happen.
But we had another good punt, balled them up right here. You know, I mean we're keeping the ball down on, you know, our end of the field for the most part. So, you know, did a really good job
score,
there.
And it's still in the first quarter.
It is first quarter. Yeah, it's gonna be
big hit there. Whoa.
Yeah, that's Max.
Yeah.
Cleaning it up. Somebody else had a hold of him.
Did he play center? Is he playing center on offense?
No, he's not. He's not playing. That's Ty Singleton making that play. And
well, you got somebody else playing center now.
Yeah, Grant's playing center.
Okay.
Grant Wilkes. That's a good run by Cody. Get it down there. I thought he was gonna break that one.
So really, the snapping is killing you right here.
Yeah, Cody made a good job of getting that back and getting a little bit out of it. Then we ended up, I think we threw an interception on that drive. I think that was a drive. We threw a pick down about the 30-yard line. We missed it on the film, but like I said, defensively, they kept getting us out of everything.
They didn't call him down.
Yeah, they had one play where we thought we had him down. He just kept on running after the play. You know, their quarterback's a new kid. You know, they did bring a couple of kids in this year.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're good players. You know, so you know, first quarter ended nothing. This is Jade to Trevor Barron right here.
Again, you're throwing the ball very well, Coach.
Well, this is where we threw the pick down here, I think. Yeah. We're down. We got it inside the 30 again. You know, we really felt like, you know, if we could have just converted a couple of these, we should have been, you know, probably this is a pick right here. You know, got a pick right here. If we could have just got a couple of field goals down here and got up 6 or whatever, that we would, you know, I felt like we would have won the game for sure. We dropped a pick right there. That would have been a big play to us. You know, went right through our hands. You know, but that would have been a big. That would have got us back down inside the 40 or 30-yard line.
And again, you continue to play a good defense.
That was Grant. Grant played really good on defense. He had a great game for us over there. And this is when we gave up his pass down to about the 10. You know, had him covered great. You know, he just made the play. And then they're going to miss the touchdown. But, you know, they had it. Well, no, there it is. He had a great play call. We've been using our safeties and run support. And, you know, that joker came up and like he was going to run a little ISO. And we came up and he threw it over the top.
So it's late in the first half, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably about 50 seconds or so.
So there's no score in the first half until right at the end.
Right then, yeah. They went up 7-0. You know, there wasn't much time left. You know.
That was a tough call there. Your punter is a one-step punter, which is good.
Yeah, he did a really good job of getting up. We thought we got some. We thought he touched the ball there, but they didn't rule he did. So we kind of didn't get that. But this starts the second half. You know, we're down 7-0. You know, I still felt really good at that point because we were playing really good. You know, and we came out here and, you know,
big hit there.
Yep. Held them to about the 30 there.
That was Copeland, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, I don't think that was. Was that Max? You know, that was a big play for them right here, and you know they got it down. They got a little drive going right here. Kind of changed some things up. They went, you know, 2 tight ends and 2 flankers, and
they line up real straight. They do. Their offensive line coach does a good job.
Oh, they do a good job.
See how straight that line is?
Yeah.
They pulled both guards that time.
Yeah, they run a little counter tray there. We did a good job on that.
And again, you gain tackling very well.
Yeah, we run to the
Your
ball.
defense
really well.
is playing well enough to win right now.
Oh, we are.
That's
This
a
is
big run by
play.
them.
We got it down close. And they came out. You know, we knew they were going to come down and get some 2 tight end power eye, and that's you know, they're pretty good at that. Like I said, the strength of their team is the line. You know, their offensive line's real strong, and they kind of caught us up there. You know, after they've been running it every play. We might have blew the coverage there. I think we didn't get the call or something.
Did.
Somebody missed the call, and but it was.
This was a good football game. I mean,
well, up until this point.
I mean, right now they're up 2 touchdowns, but
yeah, right now it's 14-0.
Yeah.
You know, that second touchdown. You know, in my opinion, like I told the kids, I thought it kind of took some wind out of ourselves, and you know they're going to come out right here. And
who's your kicker coach?
That's Tristan Carter.
Well, he does a great job.
You know, we got 2 or 3 that played. That was a big first down for them. And then they kind of just come out. They're going to come out and get in 2 tight ends and power eye and just, you know,
big hit
move
there.
the ball up down the field. That was Max and Bryant Hussey. But we did, like I said, we did a pretty good job, you know, for the most part defensively. We just
I mean, they didn't blow
gave
you
up a few here and
off
there.
the line. You played them pretty tough.
We did.
It's a good football game.
It is. It was a good game. Hopefully we're gonna get to see them again. I think our kids know we got a good opportunity to play them. They did. That's just one of them plays. You know, that everybody got to where they pushed the guy in, so they just made it legal. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Used to
I
couldn't
don't
do
like
it.
that.
So.
You're right. It's supposed to be against the rules.
Yeah, it used to be. It's not anymore. I mean,
helping the runner. Yeah.
It's not anymore, but no. Yeah, we just missed that one. That was pretty close. And they did a little reverse pass right here. Cody got an interception right here. Made a big play for us. Got the ball back. You know, right now we're down 21. We just need to, you know, if we could have got it in and cut it a few points, you know, they had a big run right there. That's Cody making that play.
So they kept the ball away from you a little bit too.
Yeah, they did. I mean, you got to give them credit. The second half, they came out and, like I said, they lined up and just ran the ball and kept the clock moving. And, you know, had some big plays, and we turned it over right here. We gave it to them down close.
Y'all had 9 in the box that time.
Yeah, depending on what they were doing, what formation they got in, what call we were in, but you know, Cody made a good play. The play
Again,
before.
your guys were hitting the whole ball game. I tell you.
They did a good job.
77's a big old fine-looking player they've got, a big lineman.
Oh, they got some good play. That's Ty. You know, I'm trying to make that play, and Levi ended up cleaning it up. Him and Nick.
What a ball game! Of course, you lose it 28-0, but
could have been a lot better.
Did you really feel like you were in that? I mean, it was a lot closer game than it actually was scored for.
No doubt. I mean, I really feel like, and I think they'll both tell you, you know, our guys, you know, think that, you know, we blew a good opportunity because we felt like we had a chance to win, and still think we had a chance to win, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully we get a chance to meet them again.
No question about it.
Because it'll be a state championship game, and hopefully we can get back to there, and they get back there, and it'll be a good war.
I want to thank John Ramage and all the great folks at First National Bank of Troy Brundage for presenting us the Pike Liberal Arts Coaches Show and the review of Pike Liberal Arts football. The Pike Liberal Arts record now 8-1.
8-1.
8-1, having a great year, and of course we're looking on down the road a little bit. But first of all, you beat your arch rival and beat them bad. You come back home and you really didn't play a bad game against a very good team.
Yeah,
How do you feel about your team right now?
I mean, I feel good. We shot ourselves in the foot, several times and gave up a couple of big plays, and we just feel like if we had, get a chance to do it over again, we'd clean up that stuff, and it'd be a totally different outcome.
How about you guys? What do you think? Do you feel like if you play them again, you'll play them a lot better?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Capitalize on stuff.
If you think about it, you probably actually outplayed them in the first half. They scored right before the half, but y'all actually had the ball in scoring position 2 or 3 times.
Defensively, we did.
Yeah, we kept it down.
We got to step it up.
Yeah, we kept it down. When they're into the field, I know. From talking to some people that were on the sideline and all, that we really had their coaches and players and everybody was really frustrated the first half. They wasn't really sure what was going on, and they were having some problems.
And you got to clean up this snap.
Yeah, we got several things we got to clean up.
It kept you off, your timing off pretty much in the game.
Trying to clean that up.
And I'm sure you will. Of course, now we look at Success Unlimited, and of course, Coach, everybody wants to know where Success Unlimited comes from.
They're in Montgomery. They're new to the AISA. I'm not sure what conference they were in. This is the first year they've played football. They were a basketball, baseball school, and it's. I know several years ago when I was in Montgomery, I want to say it was kind of a reform type school, but I think they've changed, pretty good bit. And they've got some really good athletes. You can see them on film. They're huge. They'll be the biggest team we've played by far. They've got 6'7", 288.
Oh,
they got a 355 lineman, a tight end that's 6 foot 273, and the quarterback's about 6'3", 240.
Coach, if you don't quit, you will have some players calling in sick.
No, they'll be good. They'll be good. They really step up to the challenge. They like I said, they've got an athletic team, and they're getting better every week also. So but like I said, this is the first time some of these guys have played football since really junior highs and all that stuff when they were in Montgomery. But it's good to have them in the AISA.
Isn't it hard to believe that you've got Success Unlimited next week, and then you finish the season against Lakeside, and you've got the playoffs?
That's right.
So. Are you getting everybody well? Are you getting most of your players back?
We're getting most of them back. We might have lost one this past week for a little while. Hopefully we'll get him back in a couple of weeks.
Who is that, Coach?
Ty Singleton.
Ty Singleton. Oh, the big guy.
Yeah.
What happened?
He hurt his shoulder on that sack that he had down on the goal line back there.
Is it separated shoulder or what?
I think it's something to do with his labrum or whatever.
I tell you what, he
just found out
he's
today.
He's a big force on your defense, isn't he?
He's tough. He's good offensively also. So.
Yeah, they can take that shoulder up pretty good nowadays.
Yeah, they can.
I tell you, of course, he's a fine ball player, and I know when he gets well, you'll have him back out there. Of course, record now 8-1. You're off to one of the best starts in Pike Liberal Arts history. What do you think about this team right now?
I still feel good about them. We're like I say, somebody told me the other day. I didn't know it, but that's the first time in history. I think they were 8-0.
Yeah.
So wish we were 9-0, but we're not. So we got to overcome that loss. And like I said, we've still got a good football team, and we got a chance to do some stuff. But this team's done a great job of taking one game at a time. Not looking ahead. So we're going to take care. We got to take care of Success this week, and then take care of Lakeside and take care of business the rest of the way. But
well, I tell you, your program overall, again, you've built a strong program. You've got a middle school program or junior varsity. Is it middle school or junior varsity?
Just JV, junior varsity.
JV team that's undefeated, and they played 7 games?
They played 6 right now.
6 games, and of course you've got a good crew coming up. Is that right?
We do. Our Pee Wees are undefeated also, and they play. We have a Pee Wee Jamboree this Saturday.
That'd be fun. What time does that start?
It'll start. I think the first game is at 10. There'll be 4 games. We'll play 2, and we've got a Targa, Macon East, and Abbeville, I think, coming.
That'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be a really good game. Troy, Alabama, Auburn, all out of town. So
yeah,
everybody want to see a little football come out and enjoy these little kids.
About it, of course.
They got a great little team.
The Laney Kirby Stadium, and a great place to play football, and as good a playing field as you can find anywhere. Of course, you got this game coming up, and it'll be a home game, Coach. It's 7 o'clock kickoff. Is that right?
7 o'clock kickoff. It's senior night, so everybody come out and support our seniors.
That's right. All the parents and the players will be introduced.
Right, that's correct, and it'll be, football, cheerleader, water girls.
That's right.
All that.
And both these guys are juniors, is that right?
Yeah, both these guys are juniors.
And old Hunter Steve don't know how good he can be, does he? Holt Steve, does he? He doesn't know how good he can be, does he?
That's right. He's done a great job for us.
Davis, of course, going to be one of the fastest players on the team. Is that right?
I think he already is the fastest one we got. So,
well, that's great.
He can run. He can run.
Well, I tell you what, that's great to know, and he's a fine athlete. And of course, I hope you've enjoyed this show tonight. Playback of Pike's big 49-0 victory over Fort Dale, and then of course the loss to Monroe. Of course, the show is brought to you by First National Bank of Troy Brundage, and wanted to thank Jimmy Ramage and John Ramage, of course, the president and CEO, for supporting Pike Liberal Arts football, and also supporting this preview of Pike Liberal Arts football every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Coach, again, congratulations on the season so far, and hey, let's come back right here, same time, same station next week with another big victory. And ladies and gentlemen, go Patriots!
Are you ready?
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Pike County Ford, your hometown dealer, now under new management. To kick off the summer sales event, you pay what we pay. That's right, folks, only at Pike County Ford can you get the same discount as Pike County Ford employees. You pay what we pay. Only at Pike County Ford, your hometown dealer.
Napa know-how.
Here's some Napa know-how for you. Your local Napa Auto Parts store in Troy is under new ownership with an all-new fully stocked store. Big deal, you say? Big deal, we say. Like the ownership, the store has a new look, too. We're still delivering the same Napa quality and know-how, but we've increased our inventory and are committed to helping you find the parts you need when you need them. So come check us out. We've got the right part at the right price at the right time.
Know-how. Napa know-how.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Are you ready?
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Arrington Football Review with Coach Stephen Kilcrease, and of course filling in right now this week is Chuck Dunn. And Coach,
yes, sir.
It was a tough one. Y'all ran into sort of a buzzsaw this past week.
Well, you know, we hadn't seen you since the Abbeville game, but you know we played Barber County Monday night.
That's right, yeah, won. And of course,
Yes,
they've much improved, aren't they?
Well, Barber County.
Not Barber County. I was
Abbeville?
thinking of Bullock County. I'm sorry.
Yes, Bullock County. Yes, yeah, but you know we lost to Abbeville, and then we didn't see you last week,
Yeah.
and then we played Barber County on Monday night.
And y'all played on Monday night.
Yes, sir.
I would have gone down there about all that.
We played Monday night. You know that game was supposed to be played Friday, and it got canceled, and we could they didn't want to play on Saturday, so we played Monday night, and so they had to play a game Monday, and then they come back and play one this Friday. So
Introduce your young football player to us.
this is Jackson Blair. I know everybody watching probably knows him.
Jackson Blair grew up right here in Troy, Alabama, did you, Jackson?
Yes, sir.
And of course, the grandson of Irma Blair.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what a great lady she was?
Yes, sir. She was a real good lady.
You talk about somebody that loved football and loved sports. During the heyday, let me tell you, during the heyday of Troy University football, she was as involved as anybody with helping Troy University grow and build their program under all those Coach Gailey and Coach Rhodes and then Coach Blakeney. Irma Blair was always there, and of course she's not with us anymore, but boy, what a great lady and a great Troy supporter Miss Irma Blair was. Did you know her well?
Well, while you were saying, I was thinking before Jackson was even born, you know, my Aunt Sally Reeves.
Yeah.
I think they were kind of close.
Sure.
I used to hear her talk about her. So,
Yeah.
you know, so.
Well, let me tell you something. This guy was born and raised in the woods, and of course spent a lot of nights with your grandma. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Of course, your dad was quite an athlete. In fact, his dad was written up in Sports Illustrated one time.
I don't know.
Did you know that? Did you know
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes, sir.
I know Andy's probably told him, but I don't know if Jackson really knew how good of an athlete he's got living in his house.
Well, let me tell you something even greater. And evidently, this is the Blair show, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you this: your daddy, your granddaddy, Harry Blair, at one time was the best pitcher in Pike County when he was in the 10th grade. He was as good a pitcher in the 10th grade as ever come through this part. Of course, you know, a lot of good ones met us, and a lot of good ones have been through here. But have you ever heard what a good baseball pitcher?
You know, I mean, I grew up in rec ball here, so I know about Andy and his uncle. His uncle too. So,
but they love baseball, and of course, Miss Irma used to take them to baseball practice, and y'all played in that cow pasture all the time too, did you?
Yes, sir.
And which was a lot of fun.
So you're saying Jackson got big shoes?
But now let me tell you one other thing. For as long as I can remember, Jackson, you help me with this. Your granddaddy had the record for the biggest deer ever killed in Pike County.
Yes, sir.
Now I want to say this. Now it was 14 points and over 300 pounds. How big was it?
I think so. I'm not sure.
But you've heard that before,
Yes,
though,
sir.
right?
He's told me about it.
For a long, your great granddad.
Yes, sir.
And of course you remember him too, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And I tell you, a great family, the Blair family, and now Arrington's got their young man playing football.
Yes, sir. We're very fortunate just to have this person, but such a good ball player. You know, Jackson's one of the finest kids we got. You know, as what you're saying, and fierce. You know, he's a great kid, raised right. You know, comes from good people, and
out
we're
Shellhorn Road, the Shellhorn Road.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of good people now.
Right across from Gibsonville. You know where Gibsonville is,
Yes, sir,
don't you? Where Rusty Gibson, one of my closest friends, grew up out there.
When I was a kid now with Andy and Bert, we thought we were kind of going out of town, going down.
Yeah, that's right.
Way.
That's right.
We were riding the roads back in the younger days. We thought we were, high cotton going down that way.
He just lived out the old Youngblood Road, or not the Youngblood Road, but
what's it called?
Oh,
I
gosh.
can't remember now.
I should know it very well. But you lived way out in the country, didn't you?
Oh, you talking about? I grew up in Banks, yeah. I don't know if Jackson knows where. You know where Banks is, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I grew up in Banks. So we're kind of different. We come from the same.
The Shellhorn Road. The Shellhorn Road is where he was raised and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we're talking Arrington Purple Cat football tonight. And, of course, y'all are going down the stretch here, Coach.
Yes, sir.
And of course, Abbeville must be really a good football team.
They're a good football team. I mean, Jackson can chime in if you. I mean, we didn't play. We did a really good job stopping their run. You know, they're a really, really, really good offensive team, and quarterback is a great player, and his brother at receiver. And we did a really good job stopping the run, but you know, they hurt us on 3 long passes. You know, and you know, you got to stop big plays, and they give them credit. They got us on it, and you know, wasn't our best offensive night either. You know, but again, you know, we would love to play them again. That's all we'll say. You know, but they're
people
a good
ask me
team.
about Abbeville, and you know, Abbeville hadn't been good that long, but one of the reasons was they had this old basketball coach that was one of the best in the country for many, many years, and their basketball team was just outstanding. And he didn't want his basketball players playing football. Well, finally, they got a coach that will let his basketball players play football, and they've got as good athletes as anybody.
Great athletes. I mean, again, I know Jackson can watch them play.
I mean, ask
basketball
Pike
too.
County
You know,
how good they are. You know?
But again, we did not play, and Jackson can speak. We didn't play our best football, but again, they were the better team that night, and you know, but we lost that game, and then we came back Monday, and you know, we challenged their guys. You know, Barber County had not won a game, but a bunch of good athletes. You know, but we played really good. Jackson probably had his best night on defense and probably offense too. And we all did. All the guys did. We did what we're supposed to, you know, and got young guys in, and you know, so we're ready to play our arch rival GW Long on Friday. So
that's going to be a great one. Coach Jackson, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Coach, tell them who you are and what position you play, and what grade you're in, and who your mom and daddy are.
Yes, sir. I'm Jackson Blair. I play linebacker and running back, and my dad and mom is Andy and Robin Blair.
And of course, Jackson, you haven't been at Arrington that long, is that right? Is this fairly new to you, or how many years you been down there?
This will be my second year.
About your second year, and of course, have you had a good time?
Yes, sir.
And of course, there are quite a group of athletes. Were you surprised when you got down there how many good athletes they have?
No, sir, not really. I'd come down there and watched them a few times before, and I knew we had some good players and stuff like that. So.
Now, will you be also play basketball and baseball, or just baseball?
Just baseball.
And of course, that's one of your favorite sports is baseball. Are you a pitcher, or what do you do?
I play infield.
Of course, tell us about him, Coach.
Well, like I was saying about the person, you know, as a coach, you always talk about you want to brag about, you know, a football player as a kid, and you know, Jackson is a class act and a leader at our school, and the teachers will probably brag about him too as a person. As a good
is he a straight A student?
You better
A's and B's.
Now your daddy Andy was straight A student, right?
No, sir.
But Jackson, again, I think he's really coming in comfortable, really getting comfortable with what we're doing, offense and defense. Because Jackson didn't play, you know, he was out of school, but didn't play last football season with us. You know, he played in the spring. But I think he is really, really getting comfortable with what we're doing on both sides of the ball. And you're going to see in these highlights on Monday night how good he played. But we're very excited to have him, like I said, and have his family.
Yeah.
You know,
he's a lot of people need to know this, that his great uncle is Dan Smith. Is that right, Jackson?
Yes, sir.
And of course, let's get into the film, and hopefully we'll watch both these films.
Well, you know, and chime in too, Jay, but this is our kicker, Senior Barbecue, our 6'3", 350-pound kicker. But we're doing a much better job on
ooh, boy,
we're doing a really good job on kickoff now, kicking the ball when they're covering. This is the first play from scrimmage. You know, Jackson's 44 right there, but they coughed the ball up. But I like how we're all getting the football. We're all getting in there trying to get the football. Yeah. We're excited right here. And here we are on offense. We got the ball in the red zone. There's Maddox throwing to Peavy on a little slant route.
Y'all in all purple. Y'all look like the Purple Cats in this film.
Yes, sir. And again, these kickoffs are on here because we're doing a really good job right now. And this is how it should be. Kicking the football and breaking down, tackling, and we're all getting the football, and that's what we want to see. You know, as you see Barber County.
Jackson's number 44 on this linebacker on this side.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Really good job up front. That's his counterpart Blake Carroll and Chase Hughes and Matthew Spencer up front stopping them. Now we are here back on offense. Here's Jackson right here. Great job up front. Jackson hit the hole hard. He's playing with hide and go seek right there. Looks
Yes,
like.
sir.
But the offensive line came off football and blocked, and Jackson hit the hole like it's supposed to be. Here's Jackson right here getting it in the end zone. And now we're up right here, the second score of the game. We missed extra points, and now I think it's 13-0.
And this is
Barber County?
Barber County.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes, sir. And again, Jackson can tell you, they got really good linemen, really good
got
skilled
good
people.
athletes
They should be better than what they are, you know, and as a coach, you're worried about there. There's Jackson right there knocking the guy's helmet off right there. You see that?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah. They run a little...
yeah, so we stayed at home up there. Mattis Herring, great pursuit by the rest of our guys.
Now, is this Peavy at the bottom of your screen? Or
Yes, sir. There's Jackson run the ball right there.
Well, y'all ran Jackson a lot in this game, didn't you?
Yeah, he made a little cut right here. We were getting on him on the sideline about it, but I don't know exactly how many yards Jackson had. This is, you know, he only really played the first half. There's Max here, the quarterback right there, getting in right there.
The chemistry on your team is really good, isn't it?
Well, we told him we need to see more excitement and celebrate. There's Hayes McDaniel, senior 55, making a good play in the backfield. And
that's a nice field house y'all have there, too.
Yes, sir. That's our new gym being built right there. We're proud of that. Here we are right here on a permanent term. This is, you know, we're doing a better job. We almost blocked it. Here's Daniel Hicks on a little turn right here. Kay Webb did a good job not blocking the back. You know, getting us in good field position down there to score.
I know y'all line off that field. It's a good-looking field.
Yeah, this is Troy Hicks right here, number 11, on a little speed sweep.
They're twins, is that right?
Yeah, him and number 30, yes, sir. We're up 19-0 right now. This is early in the second quarter. This is a good throw right here, but a good concentration by Daniel, number 30. The guy actually tipped it, and Daniel caught it for a touchdown. I believe this is Payne Griffin on the interception right here, and then Jackson had a good peel back block right there.
Oh gosh, what a leg! Oh,
but of course, in this day and age, it's too hard to hit.
I know it. In fact, you get 15 yards.
You know, that's why I was telling them before the game, the old peel back plays are gone.
I know it. You're right.
Jackson's old school. He was doing that. Yeah. I believe this is number 30, Daniel Hicks, on his second touchdown catch right here. I believe on the little right here inside. Good throw by Maddox.
You know, this game was good for y'all. Y'all
Yes,
were
sir.
able to work on a lot of things.
31-0 right now. This is Jack, one of their buddies right here. This is Jack, our backup kicker coming in. Is it Gwen?
Yes, sir.
He just started playing for us, and he was 4 for 4 in extra points.
Oh, that's great.
So we had to put that one in there for him. There's Landon Thrash right
Here's
here.
this little guy.
Sophomore. That's Landon
He's
Thrash.
fast, isn't he?
That's David Thrash's son.
Yeah.
This is Blake Carroll right here. I had to put this on here. This is his first touchdown.
So that's Rex Thrash's grandson?
Yes, sir.
And I love them. I go to church with them, and I love both Belinda and
yes, sir.
Rex.
That's it. You know, like I said, that was them playing the first half, and you know, we were up 30-something
What was
nothing
the
at
final
half.
score?
53-0.
53-0.
All our young guys played in the second half and did a good job on finishing the game.
Yeah. And tell us what happened in the Abbeville game.
Well, again, you know, we stopped the run. We gave up 3 big pass plays, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
And then, again, we were not clicking on offense. And but, again, they're a really good football team. But we still believe we have, you know, we want to play them again. You know, we hope we can maybe play them in the playoffs.
I noticed that Peavy did not have a big impact in either one of these games. Is that right?
Well, you know, he did against Abbeville on defense side of the ball.
Of course, we're talking about one of your big playmakers,
Yes,
Peavy. He didn't score in either
well, he had
games.
one in the Barber County game.
Oh,
he
yeah.
had that first touchdown catch on the goal line.
Okay.
But you know, Abbeville game, that he had a better defensive game than he did on offense. You know, and then Monday night, again, still had a good night on defense, and again, we just didn't throw the ball much to him on offense. You know, again, Jackson and them guys were running really hard.
Exactly.
You know, on offense. So.
You having a good time, Jack?
Yes, sir.
Jackson, and of course, you know, he's quite an athlete. And it could, do you like offense best or defense or both?
I like both of them.
Yeah.
Probably the same. Yes, sir.
Did you now when you were growing up? Did you play much football growing up, or?
Yes, sir. I played every year except my 10th grade year.
So you're not just a baseball guy. You love football, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Now, how much you weigh?
200 pounds.
Oh man, and you're just a junior, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And got a lot of career left, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, and his class is another good class. I mean, not many of them, but the classes below Jackson are a lot more. But Jackson, his class is kind of like the senior class here too. Good small group, but a good group. Yeah. Him, Blake Carroll, the linebacker, other linebacker, Max Herring, Ethan Clark.
And all those guys are coming back?
Yes.
Now, Peavy doesn't, though. He's a senior.
Peavy's senior. Peavy, the two Hicks brothers are seniors, and we got two guys up front, that are seniors for.
Now, how do y'all look as far as the playoffs?
Well, we need to win these last two games. But we're either going to be second or third. It's how
so
it's
you're
going to play
in,
out.
though. You're in. That's what's important.
Well, we need to finish. You never know what can happen. We don't need to get into a tiebreaker, but if we can, we win this Friday night and next week against Cottonwood, we'll either be second or third, depending how it falls with Geneva County. If Geneva County can stumble, we can be second.
Who's the number one team in that?
Abbeville. Abbeville's undefeated in it right now. We're
and y'all are 2A, is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Geneva County's at 1 loss, and then we're at 2. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I tell you, it's been some good football already played, and you've still got some pretty good ones. Now, GW Long, I noticed, beat Houston County.
Yes, sir.
All right, that tells me something. They might be turning the corner a little bit. That's a good program that's been down, but watch out.
Well, again, and they had to hear us coaches being, a little bit more nervous and on edge, but one reason
winning gives you confidence.
Yes, sir. But for us as coaches, one reason we wanted to play that Barber County game on Saturday, because they played Friday night.
Yeah.
Houston County came to them. There was no issues. They played, so they had a couple more days. And as a coach, and the mental, the physical, even though I believe they've gotten their legs back from playing Monday, but it's just that edge of having those days off, and it's your arch rival, and we've had to move. You see, Friday night was supposed to be our homecoming.
Sure.
So we had to move all the homecoming stuff to this week.
Oh,
so
boy.
Anytime
Jackson's
you're playing,
worried about who he's taking to the dance.
No, he's worried about football. I tell you, he's worried about the football game. But it's your arch
I grew
rival.
up with his mama. Beautiful girl. I grew up with her.
But
a great grandmother.
they're your arch rival, and Jackson hadn't been there. He's kind of a young guy like me as far as knowing this rival, and he can speak to football, basketball, softball, volleyball, baseball. Anytime these two teams play,
that's right.
There's bad blood there, and they know all them. They know all of us.
How far, if the bird flew, how far would y'all be from each other?
It's 15 minutes on a bus, Jackson.
15 minutes on a bus, and close to that as the bird flies, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. So, but going back, they've got a lot of confidence. They were struggling. They lost to Delville. They beat Barber County. They lost to Delville, and all these teams, but. They come back Houston County, and
Houston County had some pretty good players.
Yes, sir, and they kind of changed what they did on offense and did something new, and they did that whole game and stuck with it, and they're going to be confident to come in. We've got to play our football. We've got to be physical. We've got to run the football. We've got to run the football and be physical up front.
Who's their coach?
Scott Horn. He's been there for
been there a long time.
5-6 years, I guess.
Of course, one of their coaches got killed in a car wreck, didn't he? Was that one of their coaches?
That was Benjamin Russell, wasn't it?
No, it was there in Ozark.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
That's been a while ago.
Yes, sir.
But, of course, now the baseball guys, do they coach football? The brothers that played, they don't?
No, the Miller guy that does baseball, it's just him. It's just the one,
there were two of them that played at Troy, and both of them were great
but
players.
This is Drew Wade. This is Drew, isn't it?
Drew.
This is Drew.
Drew's the big guy.
He don't do football. He don't help with football. There's some guy that helps with football, Daniel Brady, that played here.
Oh, yeah.
He married a girl from GW Long, and their kids
He went to Prattville High School, and he was a great player at Troy.
One of the best.
Great athlete, wasn't he?
I mean, he could punt, he could kick left foot, right foot.
Daniel Brady.
But anyway, he coached, but Drew Miller don't. He just does baseball.
So Brady helps coach?
Yes, sir. His kids go to school there, and he helps coach there.
Well, I tell you, I hadn't seen Daniel Brady in a long time, but he was a great player, though.
Oh, yes, sir. So they'll be ready to play. We know that.
But he can't play, Coach.
I know. Jackson can, and our guys can play. But we really believe. I think our guys are finally believing what we've been telling them of how the sky's the limit for this group of guys. But you know, we got to come out ready to play every snap Friday night against them guys.
Where y'all play them? At home?
Yeah, I play.
And so it should be a great game. And
Yeah, it should be. Hopefully be a lot of
crowd.
people there. And again, they're going to bring a lot of people, and I know we will too. And
now, do y'all end the season with this, or do
no,
y'all
sir.
have
We
another
play,
year?
the next week is Cottonwood, and that's our last one. Then we're open the last week.
And then let me tell you this, Cottonwood, you know the name that they bring back to me, Scooter McCain. You remember the great Scooter McCain played quarterback down there?
No, the guys I remember is Coachman.
The Coachman's, the Coachman was great one, but Coach McCain coached, and he had a son named Scooter that ran the Wishbone, and he came to Troy and played a little bit at Troy, and used to fish in my pond all the time. He was a great guy, and but Cottonwood used to be dominate down there.
Well, I mean, they're a good football team. So I mean, we got two teams that like to run the football coming up, but we'll be done then, and then we'll have a week off. We'll be open.
That'd be good.
That last week before the playoffs for them guys to get fresh before we hopefully get.
How do you feel right now? First of all, injury wise, how do y'all look?
We're good. I mean, I don't think we're banged up too much. I mean, you know, it's this time of year like everybody else, but you know, knock on wood, we're feeling really good about our injury wise. I mean, they did ice baths today, and
ice baths. Wait a minute, you making them take an ice bath
every Wednesday?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Tell us what it's like. Tell us what it's like.
It's not bad.
All right, tell us what an ice bath is.
After practice, we just hop in after he tells
You
us
have to
to
hop
make
in
some
a tub full of ice and water. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And how long you have to stay in there?
It's all up comes done. It changes. It can be 3 minutes. It can be 5 minutes.
Oh, Coach, you're killing them. Especially now. This next week it's going to start getting cold.
No, we'll tough it out. But they like.
Wait a minute, Coach. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. This coach is making these guys take ice baths. They come in and they jump in a big old.
We actually can do 10 guys at one time. We have an old. Blake Carroll brought us some troughs. We got some old round cow troughs, and we get 4 or 5 of those, and we have the other ones that you can get 2 in. So they love it. I mean, they actually really
do.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me ask this: what does it do for them?
It brings their legs back.
Yeah, I know colleges and all that are getting into that, but it does bring the legs back.
Yes, sir. I mean, you can ask Jackson over here.
Yes, sir. It
make you feel better.
Yes, sir.
You look forward to it. Now, how often y'all have to do that? Once a week?
Once a week.
On Wednesdays.
Oh, gosh. I think I'd call in sick on Wednesdays, Coach.
Well, again, you know, the colleges now have the built-in cold pools in the building that they get in, you know, but they used to do like we did. They did it outside.
Yeah. Troy's new facility probably has a nice
thing.
So.
I'm
sure.
But they look forward to it. I mean, and again, I think it makes them really feel good because Thursday's just a walkthrough for us.
Yeah.
You know, and again, you know, if it's 20 degrees outside, we may think different, you know, but so.
Blair, let me ask you this: how do you like Coach Gilcrease?
He's a great coach. He gets after us at practice and makes everybody better. It's fun playing for him.
He's a great role model too, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
And a very courageous man, and loves his team. Coach, I know it's a thrill not only to play for him. It's a lot. It's very good to coach with him too.
Well, I mean, we have great coaches and great players. We have great people down there, you know, all around from them to us and us to them.
Who's your principal, Coach?
Josh Herring.
Josh Herring, and that's the quarterback's dad, is that right?
Yes, sir.
That Herring family, the big family down there, is
yes,
that right?
I mean, his oldest son, who used to play there, helped us coach, does a really good job for us, Preston, and his daughter is a ninth
Is that who I see all the time? He used to play at Arrington years ago. I see
No, Preston's only been out 2-3 years now, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, so he used to be the quarterback there, too, so.
Well, of course, it's a great place, Arrington, Alabama, and everybody, because of this show, and I really believe this, is a lot of people are getting to know Arrington High School. And am I pronouncing it right?
There's no G in there, Mr. Mike.
It's Arrington.
Yes, sir, there's no G.
Arrington, not Arrington, but Arrington.
Yes, sir. We hope everybody comes out and watch. I know we got a lot of football. I know Charles Henderson on the road, and I don't know about Pike County and Goshen.
Yeah, it'll be a great game to go see.
If you want to come watch a good game, 2 rivals play, packed house. You know, you better come early. There'll be a lot of people there.
Is my old Troy fullback, is he still down at Long?
Who's that?
Used to play fullback on in the Wishbone with Mike Turk. he was a coach and player down there for years.
I don't think they got anybody down there besides Brady that I know of that played there.
He was a coach for a long time, and I can't believe I can't remember his name, but he was a real good player years ago, back in the days of Mike Turk. He was Mike Turk's backup. He was a backup fullback to Horsted, and a great guy.
I should know it.
Yeah. But, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get out and support Arrington football, and they're going to be right here next week, and hopefully you'll bring back another big victory.
Yes, we appreciate it, Mr. Mike.
And, young man, we're Jackson, glad to have you on our show. And
yes, sir, glad to be here.
Now, should we, the girls that are waiting outside, do you want to go out the back door or what?
No, sir. It's
you know
fine.
there's a bunch of girls out here wanting your autograph and everything?
No, sir.
Having fun right here on our show, ladies and gentlemen, the coaches show of Arrington High School football, and of course the Purple Cats are playing very good football right now, and it'll be homecoming this coming up. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
This Friday night at Arrington High School. Hope that you've enjoyed our show, and ladies and gentlemen, go Purple Cats!